Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is phase 2 of the Bramble Cottage kitchen, and I'm starting with the work on the ceiling in this space. I'm using this Mayberry Street Miniatures pine wood flooring sheet from Hobby Lobby because I like the flexibility and the detail that it has, and I'm painting it in natural linen, which is the color that I used for both the window and the trim for this kitchen so far. Like my previous paint jobs, I gave it one coat of paint, I sanded, I gave it a second coat of paint, and then I did create a template that allowed me to cut this sheet to size. I glued it and used MDF boards and quite a tricky setup to make sure that it dried flat. My favorite part of phase 2 has to be the flooring. I ordered flagstones from Stacy's Miniature Masonry in sandstone. They have a natural variation in the color and the texture. Some of them are even a little bit chipped on the corners, and I think they will really make this kitchen look unique. I did make a rookie mistake. Last video I painted the cabinets in a color that I really loved, but I did so ahead of receiving the sandstone flagstones. When I got them, the colors seemed to wash out, and so I knew I had to start over. So I went back to the color samples that I had purchased for Bramble Cottage, I think a year ago, and I was choosing between these two greens. It's the color Avocado by Sherwin, and it's supposed to be the color Shiitake. However, I later found out that this is a completely different shade, and I didn't end up going with it anyway. Once I knew that avocado was the color for me, I started repainting all the cabinets that I had already worked on in the previous video. To begin working on the flooring, I wanted to create a template for it, and I used the double-sided adhesive sheets to secure that to the floor. After installing the template for the floor, I began working on the upper cabinets for this kitchen. I purchased these double wide cabinets from Melvin's Miniatures. I think the doors are really beautiful, and it will allow me an opportunity to display plates and cups once the kitchen is complete. I wanted the cabinets to look different and have a slight contrast, so I painted the structure in avocado and stained the doors a brown color. to install the doors, I wanted them to be functional, and so I had some leftover hinges from a previous project that I used, and in order to make it easier to install, I attached the doors to the structure using museum putty, just to keep the doors closed. I laid out the pattern that I wanted first. To add interest to the floors, I added tiles that were darker and had more texture to areas in the kitchen that would be visible when the furniture was in place. I then carefully removed each tile, added glue, and glued them back in place. I added a clear coat to the stones in a matte finish before adding the mortar. It changed the color of the stones dramatically, but once it was dried, it went right back to normal. Like when I installed the faux stones to the exterior of Bramble Cottage, I added the mortar here in small chunks, and once it was complete, I wiped it away with a cloth. Again, the stones got wet and they looked really different in color, so I was just patient and waited for them to dry. And here is the end result. I think it looks really beautiful. The color is exactly what I envisioned, and the mortar makes it stand out and look a little bit brighter. Between this and the ceiling, I think it brightens up this space enough for the next steps. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for phase 3, where we get into the details and install lighting.